Hi guys! Today I am going to be showing you guys how I make Quebec maple baked beans. So this one it's going to be a little bit long as in process wise, only because I have a timeline that I need to make these by. So I am going to start today. Today is Wednesday, and I am going to get my beans soaking, and they're going to soak overnight in a bowl of water. And then tomorrow on Thursday, I'm going to cook them and get them all put into my slow cooker so that they can cook in the slow cooker Thursday night into Friday, and then on Friday I will be able to just keep them on a warm setting for when we have company. So the reason I'm doing it this way is, well, one, my time frame, two, I am running up to Canada to pick up a friend, so a little bit of juggling with my timing, but that's okay. Normally it's going to be a 2-day process anyway, so let's get started. I'm going to get my beans soaking and get them into the fridge for the night, and then I will see you guys tomorrow when I put it all together. The first step I'm going to do is fill up a bowl of water, and I'm using Great Northern beans. I have a 2-pound package, so I'm going to cut these open and dump them all into my bowl of water and wash them. Then what I'm going to do is drain them and pick through them to get out any debris or beans that look kind of shriveled or don't look good, and then I'm going to rinse them again, put them in a bowl, wash them, rinse them, drain them. I'm going to do this a couple of times until they are clean and the water that they go into to soak stays clean. Now that I've picked through the beans and they are clean and washed and rinsed and drained, I'm going to dump them in the bowl one last time, and I'm going to fill the bowl up with water, and these are going to go into the fridge overnight, even most of the day tomorrow, until I'm ready to use them. Alright guys, so today is day 2. Beans have been soaking overnight and pretty much all day today. So next step is to drain them all again. So I'm going to rinse them, drain them, rinse them. Do that a little backwards. Alright, so now we're going to put them in a pot, and they're going to cook for an hour? Yep, 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, so that almost filled the pot. Now I'm going to add some water into it. All right, these are going to go on the stove, and they're going to cook for an hour. So while the beans are on the stove cooking, I'm going to get everything else ready. And that starts with bacon. I'm going to chop up an entire package of bacon that we're going to put into the beans. Next, I'm going to get the sauce ready. So for the sauce, I am doing a 1/2 cup of maple syrup, a 1/4 cup of unsulfured molasses, 2/3 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of tomato paste, 4 teaspoons of dry mustard, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and then you're going to give that a good mix. Alright, so take those beans that have been cooking, drain them, and pour them into your slow cooker. Then you're going to take the sauce you just made, pour it all over the beans, give it a good stir, and you're going to add the bacon now too, and mix that all in. Then before we actually start slow cooking these, we have one last step. We're going to take a small onion, cut both ends off. We're also going to take the outside skin off of it, and this will go right in the middle of the beans while it's cooking. I'm going to set my slow cooker to low, and I'm going to set it for 12 hours, and then I'm going to check it tomorrow and see if it needs to be cooked longer and if I need to add any more liquid to it. Okay, so today's day 3. The baked beans are looking really dried out after cooking overnight, so I'm going to make another whole batch of the sauce. I'm also going to add in some water, change my setting to high for 6 hours because they're just not soft enough. Alright, this time for the sauce, I'm using 1 cup of hot water, then I'm going to add the 2/3 cup of brown sugar, I'm adding the 1/4 cup of molasses, 3/4 cups of maple syrup, a 1/4 cup of tomato paste, 4 teaspoons of dry mustard, 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, mixing that all up, and then I'm going to pour it over the beans again. They are super dry. After this, I think I will just add water if they need it, but I don't think they will. I'm also going to be cooking them for another 6 hours, but on high this time instead of on low. They just don't seem to be softening the way I had hoped they would be. Since I won't have a chance to really end my video, I also want to let you know that I have quadrupled this recipe for the sauce because it just does not seem to be turning out the way I had hoped. Now, at the time of recording this and everything, this was kind of trial and error. It did turn out fantastic. Oh my gosh, all that maple syrup and molasses and brown sugar really gave it a good flavor, and it was a huge hit for our barbecue. Great recipe. It's just that I had to quadruple the actual sauce part of it. Now that I know, my next batch will be even better. So if you really enjoyed this video and all my others, please remember to hit the like button, the subscribe, and the notification bell. And thank you so much for sharing my videos, for watching them, for liking them, and all the comments. I really appreciate you guys. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you for my next one.